Are you looking for the best infrared heaters? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best heaters on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Duraflame 3D Infrared Electric Fireplace Stove. If your home doesn't have a built-in fireplace, or you want something more functional than a faux fireplace, this charming infrared heater is the next best thing. After testing the Duraflame stove in our lab and using it at home for 6 months, we're absolutely blown away by how well it heats any room. One of our favorite features is the ability to control the heat and flame settings independently, which means we can enjoy the inviting glow of the flickering flame without overheating the room. We love how this heater is made to look like a wood stove, complete with fake logs and embers. During testing, we were not only impressed by how realistic the heater was in replicating the appearance and ambience of a real firebox but also by how well the heating worked. With 5,200 BTU, it can heat up to 1,000 square feet. It's worth noting that BTU is used to measure heat output, and the higher the unit, the greater the heating capacity. So, it's safe to say that this heater packs quite a punch and is perfect for those cold winter nights. Assembly was a breeze, all we had to do was screw on the legs. This heater operates at a noise level of only 56 decibels, which is similar to that of a dishwasher, making it a relatively quiet option. The heater has an adjustable digital thermostat and auto shutoff protection for added safety. To avoid the hassle of tangled cables, it has handy hooks on the back that can corral the cord when not in use. The heater also has multiple settings for brightness and temperature that can be adjusted using the included remote control. Although we were able to use the remote, we wish the instructions had been written more clearly. Besides all the great features, the heater has also been tested by the Underwriters Laboratory, UL, which MyStick says is an important consideration. The timer functionality is also incredibly convenient, as it eliminates any concerns we had about accidentally leaving the heater on. Overall, we highly recommend this heater to anyone who wants the ambience of a fireplace without any hassle. At number 2. Dr. Infrared Heater Portable Space Heater. If you're in the market for a space heater but don't need something as large as our best overall, consider the Dr. Infrared Heater Portable Space Heater. We tested this heater in the lab and at home and found it to be as effective as our top option. During testing, we found that our body temperature increased by almost 5 degrees Fahrenheit when the heater was set on high and 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit when it was set on low. This infrared heater stands out with its 2 types of space heating technology: quartz infrared and PTC, positive temperature coefficient, a self-regulating feature that adjusts based on the room's air temperature. The heater boasts high and low modes and an eco mode, which uses a mix of high and low to determine the most environmentally sound way to heat the room. The heater has a remote and digital control pad on the front, making it easy to adjust the target temperature between 50 degrees and 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Although the heater works well if you're right next to it, we found that it doesn't warm the room as effectively as we had hoped. We weren't too discouraged, as this is a common characteristic of infrared heaters, which emit waves of warmth to heat you and nearby objects directly rather than solely warming the air like electric heaters. The safety features of this heater are impressive, with both tip-over and overheat protection. During our testing, we found that the tip-over protection worked effectively, shutting off the heater immediately. However, it is worth noting that the heater does not turn back on once it is upright again. Additionally, the unit is quite sturdy thanks to its wheels, making it difficult to overturn in most cases. One potential issue we encountered is that the timer can only be set with the remote, which could be problematic if it is ever lost. We recommend storing it somewhere safely or in a remote organizer. There is also no way to turn on the heater from bed on a chilly morning, because you cannot use a remote. Despite these shortcomings, we believe this is a solid choice given the handy wheels, reliability, and attractive profile that doesn't look like a tower fan. At number 3. Heatstorm Portable Heater. Don't overlook the importance of portability if you want to bring warmth to any room easily. The heater comes with a top handle, which we found made it simple to transport from one place to another. Despite looking like a toaster, this space heater can produce up to 5,200 BTU of heating power from its 4 quartz heating elements, making it an excellent choice for an open floor space. During testing, we placed this heater in our home office, where it can get cold enough for our hands and feet to start feeling numb. We enjoyed a comfy, warm working environment with the heater hard at work, even on the chilliest days. We set the heater at its maximum setting, 99 degrees Fahrenheit, but it wasn't able to get the room that hot. While it never showed anything above 88 degrees Fahrenheit on the thermostat, that was more than enough. The room became pretty hot at that reading, so we didn't feel it needed to be higher. We noticed that the heater produced consistent white noise during our tests, but it wasn't overly loud and didn't interrupt conversations. We ran the heater for about 4 to 8 hours each day and never had any trouble talking on the phone or watching TV, and we never found the noise distracting. The temperature can be adjusted from 60 degrees to 99 degrees Fahrenheit through its 3 primary settings: low, auto, and high. The display also has a temperature lock and 3 brightness levels to ensure it won't disturb your sleep at night. The heater has an accompanying tiny remote control. However, we discovered that the remote only functions within a 4-foot range and only when you are directly in front of the heater. Like the others on our recommended list, this model is loaded with safety features meant to keep you safe while using the heater. Overheat protection uses an inside sensor to prevent the heater from becoming too hot, and a child lock function prevents children from changing the temperature. We noticed that the heater's body and sides did not get hot during our tests. However, we do not advise using this heater unattended around children or pets because the griddle from which the heat emanates gets extremely hot. Despite this, we think it's a great space heater to use in a larger space or even a garage heater. At number 4. Eden Pure Copper Smart. Consider the Eden Pure Copper Smart electric space heater for supplemental heating in large rooms like a bedroom. We tested this infrared space heater in the lab, and while the low setting only provided slight warmth, the highest setting made us feel immediately comfortable, making it perfect for those chilly evenings. In just 15 minutes, we saw almost a 2 degrees increase from 8 feet away. With 5000 BTU, this heater can efficiently warm up both small and large rooms. This electric heater is certified by ETL and boasts an innovative positive temperature coefficient (PTC) heating element made of copper that never requires replacement. You have the flexibility to choose between high or low mode, and a convenient remote control is included for easy operation. However, we found that you have to point the remote at the front of the heater for it to work. We also wish there were an LCD screen, like the best overall runner-up, since other than indicator lights to tell you whether you are on high or low fan, there is no thermostat to show the actual temperature of the heat coming out of the space heater. While there are no handles to help you move the heater from one spot to another, there are wheels if you just want to roll it across the floor. It's also worth noting that this electric heater includes a washable lifetime filter, like our best wall-mounted pick, that can be cleaned using warm water and mild dish soap. It also comes with safety features such as tip-over protection, overheat protection, and auto reboot, which help it recover in the event of a power outage or surge. We found that the entire exterior stays cool to the touch, with the exception of the grill, where the heat comes out. All in all, it checks off a lot of boxes when it comes to features and key considerations for infrared heaters.